Hey guys, welcome to Proto Point. Okay, so we are going to create a Node.js project which will work similar to S3 bucket, and let me tell you that I'm not going to make use of any services or any APIs of externally. I'm going to create a full replica of S3 bucket by making use of Node.js and its package such as FX library itself. Okay, so let's get started by creating a Node.js project in our Visual Studio IDE. Okay, so now we are in our Visual Studio IDE and let's create a project by creating a folder. Okay, so I will just create a new folder on my desktop. Okay, I will just name it as. Okay, so let's make this folder as Node.js project. So let's open a terminal. Okay, so inside terminal you just need to type npm init. Okay, so here it will ask you the package name and other details of this project. So I will just keep it as it is and press enter. Okay, so our Node.js project has been created. Okay, so now let's create a index file and app.js file over here. Okay, so I need to install few packages such as Express, FX library, path and everything. So let me install it. Okay, so to install you just need to enter npm I and let's give a package name. So this is the module name, you can say. So you can just give space and enter as many as package that you want to install. Okay, so these are the libraries or modules that are required for our project, that is Express, FS library, body parser, crypto for encrypting the data, MongoDB, that is Mongoose, Multer for uploading files to our folder, okay, and a path to get the path of the particular folder. Okay, so you just need to install these packages. Okay, so after installing these packages you can verify if the package was successfully installed or no. You can see over here, or you can just go to app.package.json file and under dependency you can see this these are the libraries been used by this project. Okay, and here there is a node module been created, so inside this there are all the packages been downloaded. Okay, so now let's create a server by making use of Express and let it run on our 3000 port. Okay, so now here in app.js we need to import Express package. So let's do that so that we can make use of Express to create a server. Okay, and any data that comes from front end or any data we pass in request.body to read it, we need a library called as Express parser. So let's im- import it also. Okay, so now let's create a instance of Express package by making use of by storing it in a variable. So here I will just store it in a variable app. Okay, something like this. Okay, and then we need to initialize this body parser to our app application. Okay, so for that over here app.use body parser dot json. Okay, now we just need to export it. So module.export. Okay, so now let's go to index.js and create our server by making use of this express. Okay, so let's open this index.js. Okay, so here first of all we need to import this package. So app.js, sorry, the code, the file. So const app is equal to require. Okay, so import this thing. Okay, and now here I will just create a variable port and let's give it as 3000. So our server will work on 3000 port. Okay, so now app.listen to port. Okay, so this is the callback function. So whenever our app is listening to a port 3000 or whenever our index.js runs, the our server will work on this port 3000 port, and here I will just print on which port the server is running by making use of log. Okay, so just save this file and let's run if and see if it is working. Index.js. Okay, so you can see listening to port 3000. Okay. Okay, so now let's check if it is working or no. So for that, here I will just create a root API to which whenever we hit a localhost 3000 port, I will just show a message on our browser. So for that, here I will just create a dummy root. So here, so get method app.get method. Okay, so this is root, and here let's create a request response function. Okay, so request response. Okay, so here response dot send. Okay, so let me save this file. Let me run the index.js. Okay, and now here localhost 3000. So if I hit this, you can see our backend is responding the tag or the text that is passed from our backend, that is hello world. Okay, so our server is ready now. Okay, so I will just give a proper structure to our Node.js project. So I will just create a partition, for example, not a partition, so I can say it as MVC pattern model view controller. Okay, so we will have a model, a view, a controller, a service by which our applications works, and it is the standard to create a Node.js project. Okay, so let's create it. So here, first of all, let me create a folder and name it as route. Okay, I will just create one more folder and I will just name it as, you can name it as config. So in this config folder, I will just give all the configuration of database connectivity and everything. Okay, and then let's create, so here outside, let's create middleware. So middleware can be used for user authentication purpose. Okay, and then a model, a database model. So whenever a user uploads any files or documents in our server, that record will be maintained in our database, MongoDB database. Okay, so for that I'm just creating a model over here. Okay, so that's it in our backend. So here I have created a configuration for a database connectivity, a middleware for authentication purpose, and for uploading files, all will be done in this middleware. So this is the database model schema that will be created by making use of Mongoose. And here API route for user registration, user login, and storing or creating files or buckets in our server will be done in this route. Okay, so that's all for this video tutorial. So in the third part, we are going to work on database, where we are going to create database configuration file for connectivity. And in models folder, we are going to create two Mongoose schema model, that is user model and one is upload model. So in user model, we are going to store all the data of the user, and in upload model, whatever the user upload any files or documents will be recorded in upload schema model. Okay, so that's all for this video tutorial. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Proto. Thank you.